What's up, guys? We got Ari Gordon on today. Ari joining us. We're going to talk a little about everything inside his mindset. He's a current guy in the Tribe Accelerator group. And yeah, Ari, introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm Ari. I'm a Division I baseball player. I'm one of my main passions is also the kind of baseball like tech side of everything and going kind of diving deep into that. But also really passionate about like growing youth sports and kind of bringing back the imaginative nature of it. Yeah, I've been in TA since basically right when the new year turned around. So about a little over 2 months now.
Awesome. So yeah, Ari, take us back a little bit, kind of maybe before you joined the program when we first hopped on our call, and just fill us in, give us some insight on like what your kind of life was like socially, mindset wise, all that kind of stuff.
So I didn't realize how much I actually like changed until I hopped on a call with another guy that just joined the program about a month in. And he was like, just kind of like all over the place, scatterbrained, a bunch of cool ideas, but like having no idea where he was going.
Mhm.
And I was like, holy shit, like that was me. Like that was like, I was probably worse.
Yeah.
But like just like not having any idea where I was going there. And then like, just kind of with everything.
Mhm.
But then like immediately off of our call, like I was I how do I say this? It was like I had if I was out in a big social situation, I had to be hammered. Like
Mm.
had to be hammered.
Yeah.
Or else I would like throw up basically.
Mhm.
Uh,
And why, like, yeah, why did you feel like you had to be like hammered or something to interact with people?
um, probably because I wasn't clear with who I was.
Mm.
And I was constantly questioning whether I was doing the right thing or like, I mean, like what other people thought about me. But like, so you gave me so much good advice on just our call and then just like getting into meditation really quickly. It was like, dude, I barely drink anymore and I have way better times going out and I make
Mhm.
like every time I go out, I make friends that like I stay in contact with or don't. Um, and it's like, and being a baseball player, like drinking like kills you. Like
Yeah.
you can't just go out and drink like and be social, you know?
No,
Like
for
so
sure.
now like if I have something the next day, I can go out like I'm up till 2 a.m. working anyway. So it's like I go out till 2 a.m. completely sober, have a blast, meet people, and then I'm back and it's just like a normal night. And
Mhm.
it's no issue. And it's just,
So
you know,
what about like previously, kind of beforehand? Like describe if you might, you know what I mean, what was your kind of social situation?
okay.
Yeah, go a bit into like what happened if you would go to a
Um,
party, stuff like that.
so I just had to drink a ton. Like I had to drink a ton and then like I would interact with people, but like nothing would be deep, like wouldn't get anywhere. And then like if I saw them the next day, I wouldn't talk to them because like I didn't remember what we were talking about or their name or like anything. Like the conversation was just like I'm really drunk.
Yeah.
Um, and just that's like it's like the complete opposite. It's like the complete opposite now.
Mhm. So what about socially, just like kind of a, and what was your kind of social circle looking like? And also what was your kind of mindset just towards everything before you kind of joined the program, before we hopped on the call?
Um, this so the I haven't gotten to invest like the full, which is crazy, the full like time into creating my social circle, and I've been like 80/20 the shit out of it. And part of that is going out sober and doing that. But like so just doing that has been like insane for me and being like knowing who I was. But like the guys in the program, like Will has become one of my like closest friends, like in
Hmm.
2 months. In 2 months, like he said it on his, like we were hanging, we went out to, and this was the night before like I had practice and
Yeah.
was sober, like fully sober, would have never been able to do this before. And it was like our second time hanging out, and everybody we were with was like, "How long have you known each other?"
Hmm.
because it seemed like we knew each other for like years and years, and it was only our second time hanging out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so Will's a guy in the current group who also lives in Charlotte
Mhm.
alongside you.
Yep.
So tell us a bit like was it tough for you to kind of find like more like-minded individuals in Charlotte and where you were from before you kind of joined the program? Tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, like all my friends from back home, they're all like really into video games, kind of like spend time doing that route, don't really invest in themselves, like do
Yeah.
party all the time, constantly, like don't do anything to better themselves. And then my teammates here, I love them, they're awesome. But it's uh just I didn't have people like people that I've met in this program that are like entrepreneurs, investing in themselves, creating brands, like
Mhm.
stuff like that that I've come really passionate about.
So why do you feel like and how did your like past social circle, how did those people you kind of talked about who are more like I mean drinking and playing video games, not that there's anything wrong with that. We all like to have I mean a balance and fun from time to time, but a bit on the excessive amount, how was that kind of affecting you?
Um, well, so we can go into my origin story here because
Yeah, let's do it, dude.
so I've taken an unconventional path to where I am now. But so I'm from Illinois. Out of high school, I went to a college in Illinois to play baseball.
Mhm.
And it was like uh, because of the social anxiety, got really caught up in drinking, and I would drink to the point of belligerence like 3 times a week, like,
Yeah.
and then be non-functional the next day. And my baseball ability went to just crap. Like I didn't play, I got cut. And then the way it works, I had to go to community college to get back up, which ended up being like the some of the best times of my life. Which was just awesome. Like doing so much with so little was such a learning lesson. Uh,
Mhm.
and then so working so hard for those 2 years to get back to the Division 1 level now. When I got back here in my first semester, I like didn't do anything because
Yeah.
I was so like locked in and like trying to just be good and not ruin it like I did there. And I
Mhm.
hadn't got over my social anxiety, so I couldn't do anything social because I wasn't allowing myself to drink a lot. Um, so I was just like unfulfilled with everything and like sucked at baseball and like just kind of like wasn't happy, you know? And
Yeah.
then just kind of shifted it. Um, I kind of shifted it and like now it's allowed me the ability to do that again.
Mhm. Yeah, no, for sure. I remember when we first talked and we were talking about because we definitely hit on the baseball thing because I was a
Yeah.
pitcher just like you growing up. I played baseball, the whole thing. So and just like mindset in sports and what you're kind of like doing, it's just like business like anything, right? And like it really affects everything in your life, right? In the sense of like when you like the old Deion Sanders quote, like when you don't I mean when you feel good, you play good, right? So you back then like you weren't feeling good about
Oh
the
yeah.
social anxiety and stuff and it was
Yeah.
weighing on you and that was affecting like your baseball performance, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, like I wasn't allowing myself to have fun. Like
Mhm.
I was tight. I wasn't loose. I didn't have any inner peace. Like it's like I mean that social anxiety is like gone
Yeah.
completely. Like
Yeah.
honestly, it was like 90% of it was gone after our first call.
Mhm.
It was like a week later, it's like I have never experienced anything like that. Like
Fuck
since
yeah, dude. Love that.
like
Awesome. So
yeah.
yeah, talk us a bit about like some things you learned, either if it was in the program, some mindset shifts you had that like led up to like the depletion of kind of the social anxiety and yeah, go into that a bit.
Man, there's so many like little pieces of advice that I've gotten from you and Arlen. Um, just like, uh, I mean, I feel like the biggest thing has been like just being present and not really like knowing who I am and not really caring what other people think about that.
Mhm.
Um, and like, if somebody asks me like a question, I know how to answer it now. Like, it's not like, oh, maybe I like to do this. Like, hopefully they like that I like to do this, you know?
Mhm.
Um, and that's been really big. There, Arlen has a quote that he puts out. It's It's from a book that I read too. I expanded abundance, love and success every day while I inspire others to do the same. And
Yeah.
I mean, I saw myself that twice, like 3 times every day, and then just breathe through it. And it's like, whatever feeling of like trying to predict something in the future or worrying about something in the future or like worrying about something that I just did, it's like, it just goes away.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
for sure. I know like something we definitely like locked in on and keyed on at the beginning that was like affecting your baseball performance and just like socially was like overthinking,
oh
right?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
a,
You,
I, before 2022, I was a like what's the word, like just a horrible overthinker, like a clinical overthinker, whatever.
yeah. Don't even know. Whatever you want to go with.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah. So like
gone.
how kind of had you limited that now or like why do you feel like now you're so confident in social situations and on the baseball field, right? Because you've had some wins socially and baseball that are pretty crazy in such a short period of time. So yeah, tell us a bit about that.
Um, you know, the beauty of it is I haven't physically had to like focus on stop overthinking.
Hmm.
And I feel like that's the biggest beauty of this program is it's like you like you don't have to invest like 12 hours a day like changing your mindset. Like it's
Yeah.
like you like you invest like an hour a day, like honestly even like an hour every other day, like, and it's just like, and everything just like happens. Like my original one of my, I'm not going to share what the goal was because I'm not going to share it until, because it hasn't happened yet, but my original goal that I actually had to broaden, it was really specific. I actually had to broaden because I realized that I had more to shoot for.
Yeah.
I got a text from my coach, and it was like, holy shit, that was exactly what my goal was. Like exactly what my goal was.
Mhm.
That is potentially like getting to be true.
Yeah, you can say it, we'll make it happen right now, you know all this stuff works.
Like, yeah, I don't want to share it right now,
No
but
worries.
just because, yeah, that's just for me. Uh, but
Got you, but the point was you already kind of made
yeah,
such a leap that, like, it's further than what you thought, so you had to broaden the goal and shoot for a higher point because you already hit
yeah,
it, right?
my goal for this year was like it was baseball specific only, and like
Mhm.
my goal for this year is like now like encompasses baseball like success and social, like just all in one, and it's just like fucking awesome.
I love that. So what are first of all, I wanna, like, what's your kind of mindset now, like, on the mound, on the field? What is, like, the biggest difference from, like, a couple months ago till now when you're actually playing?
Um, so my mindset before was like, it was like if I don't like if I don't eat the exactly right amount of protein, I'm screwed. Like
Mm,
if everything's not perfect, I'm screwed. Like if I don't work out in this way, like 3 days before I do this, and then work out the day before, then I'm gonna suck.
yeah.
Just like overthinking, like just overthinking. Like I'm analytical and I do my research, so it's like having all that stuff was kind of a detriment, and then but now it's a strength. Uh,
Mhm. Yeah, it makes sense, right? You're very like you love baseball and stuff, but you love the tech side, right? You like the
yeah,
analytics behind everything. You like to
yeah.
overthink, and like sometimes that like that's a positive, but that can also be a detriment to you, right?
Mhm.
So what about now? Like, are you just more like free flowing? What's kind of your experience now on the just on the baseball
Um,
field?
I don't want to say I don't like I don't care with the results, but I'm less like I don't worry about whether I'm going to like have like the ability, you know? Like I know
Mm,
I'm going to have the ability, and I know that sometimes I'm not going to have the ability, but I know that like physically like I'll figure it out, you know?
got you, for sure. So
Which is it's just
what
such a
about? Sorry, go ahead. Take it.
it's just way more peaceful, way more like fulfilling, way more like I actually like to play baseball again. Like I actually like to do the thing that I love to do the most again.
Mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, sports is such a mental game, right? Like, yes,
yeah.
there are physical attributes to it, but your mindset, especially being an athlete, is so crucial to what your success is, right?
Mhm.
Now tell us a bit about socially. What are some social wins you've had? Yeah, because I know you've had some cool experiences even in Charlotte for sure.
Um, yeah, like man, honestly, the when me, Will, and Ryan, the two other guys in this program, got together and we went out to eat at this really sick sushi spot, and then went to a concert after, and just like it was just so fun. It was so fun, and I would like the current friends I have, I would have never been able to do that with.
Mhm.
But yeah, like we went out to the concert, like we basically immediately met a group of girls, like hung out with them for a while, like was all over. It was just so fun. It was
Yeah.
just so fun. And it was the night before I had practice, and it was like I got to leave early, like but I had a blast, like in like
Mhm.
basically a 2 hour, 2.5 hour time span, and uh that was one of my best memories in the last 2 months or last month
Yeah.
actually. Um,
For sure. Yeah, I know you mentioned you hinted on it a little bit before, but someone came up to you guys and said like basically thought you've known each other for like years, right?
yeah,
So what kind of happened?
we ended up so Ryan had a connection to this really cool apartment in downtown Charlotte, and we went up there like before because we were going with some of the guys that he knew there, and there were like three guys in there, um and like we just met them, and it was like within like 15 minutes they were like holy shit, you guys like are like really close fucking friends.
Mhm.
and and it was like we've only met twice, and it was like holy shit, we've only met twice,
Yeah.
and we didn't even realize.
And why do you feel like that connection's so strong between you and some of the guys who, funny enough, live in your city as well, but they're
Yeah,
in the group as
well,
well? Why,
yeah.
why do you feel like your guys' connection's so strong so quick?
um just like going through the like we have the same we have so many different interests, but we have so many of the same interests. Like the underlying deep interests are the same, but like the outward interests are so different that it's so cool, having all those like kind of connections that you get when that happens. And it's like
Mhm.
those deeper interests are like, uh, I mean, I've never had a relationship with somebody that I've just met where I've been able to connect on like deeper interests like that so quick.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
like the 7 layers of why activity was like you want to like immediately best friend basically.
mhm. So yeah, explain that a bit. You can share it. What's the seven
Yeah.
layers of why?
7 layers of why. It's like you start with the question of why do you want to be successful, and then you progressively get deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper until you get to like really why you want to be successful.
Mhm.
And like the first time I did it, I was so like in my head that I couldn't get any deeper. I was like, why do I want to be successful? Because I want to support my family, because I want to have kids, I want my kids to live the full life, which is all great things, but they're not like deep.
Yeah,
um, and I'll share what mine is.
yeah. What's your why?
Um, I got down, and we at practice we had a scout come and talk to us, and he went to our school like in the 80s, back before it started to get bigger, and like just like looking into his eyes was like I'm watching like a movie in his eye.
Mhm.
Like it was just him looking back at like the so many positive like things, and this is gonna get a little bit deep, but
Go ahead.
it reminded me of the way that my grandpa's eyes looked, right after my grandma died, when we were leaving to go back home.
Mhm.
um just like just that look of uh like just fond memories, and like just like so much emotion, was just like I cannot let myself fall into the trap that I fell into in the last fall, where I
Yeah.
didn't myself experience and like have like the relationships and do the things that like you're gonna look back on and be like, wow, like that was insane and that was so much fun and like that's what it was. And
Hmm.
so like my ultimate why is create the freedom and the ability to be able to have those experiences whenever I want.
Yeah. I
Um,
f-
and
that's awesome.
yeah,
I feel like most people, like a lot of people talk about like, you mean why, and like why are you doing certain things and stuff, but like if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, you're not going to be able to do it, especially when times are
yeah,
tough, right?
huh?
Really is. Like most people that, you know, what I mean, do like they set the New Year's goals or they set their goals or whatever, and then like you said, your kind of why is like don't fall into that trap again of like aimlessly going about your life. Like have a clear direction, right?
Mhm.
And that's something that you were struggling with before, but now like I know I can see from you like in just in your eyes and stuff, you have like that kind of step by step process. You know, you're building upon that,
Yeah,
and it's just it's so important. That's why that exercise is so powerful.
yeah. No, I'm like I know like I, I'm really excited for where everything's going. Like
Hmm.
dude, like I mean, I told my mom I was like, this is the best money I will ever spend. Like this is
Yeah.
really the best money I will ever spend
Hmm.
because it's like it's. I mean, it's not just helping me socially. Like it's helping me in everything. Like everything. Like I don't know. I stayed up last night building my blog website, writing daily blogs now, like just about things that I like. And before this, like I didn't have an Instagram. Like,
Hmm.
I didn't. I was like, I just wasn't confident enough to post. And now I'm
Yeah.
creating a blog every day, like sharing my thoughts all the time,
Hmm.
like and not caring. You know,
Yeah.
like
Where do you feel like that newfound confidence has come from? Was it like just kind of the support of the people around you? What do you feel like it is? Just in yourself, like kind of understanding who you are? What do you think it is?
the support from the people in the program and like asking the questions and like learning how they do it and seeing what else is out there for sure has been huge. Seeing what like what people who have other outer interests are doing.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, like being clear on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it is definitely it because it's like if people don't agree with me, like just unfollow me.
Yeah. Fuck them. Right. Right. Exactly.
Like
Like,
I don't have time. Like I don't have time to waste my life like being a fucking vegan or something.
oh God, you know, upset some people now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
No, I feel you. I'm kidding. I'm
I'm just
kidding.
saying.
Yeah, the
Um,
thing is, like, I talked about it yesterday with someone as well. It's about like kind of a fear of posting like your thoughts or whatever on social media. Like the worst, like there's a worst and best case scenario, right? Worst case scenario is some people like bring you down or say like, "Oh, that's stupid. Why are you doing that?" or whatever. And like at least now you know like those people don't have your best interest in
yeah,
mind, right? And you can subtract those people from your life, right? Or mute them or however you want to do
yeah,
it. But like
yeah,
the when you share your thoughts and share your interests and like how you view the world, whatever it is, the weird shit, like the people who you know, I mean, you want to be friends with the people that are like uplifting you and like, dude, that's so cool. That's who
yeah,
you want to be surrounded with, anyways, right?
yeah, yeah.
I
Exactly.
I posted a freaking love letter I wrote to money the other day,
I
right? And
love
like
them, dude. That was
that
awesome. I love the last
that's weird.
part. I love
Yeah,
that part that you had.
that's weird as fuck, right? But like I got no negative feedback on there. Like maybe some people thought like, oh, what the hell is he doing or whatever. But like the support I got from my friends and my social circle and a lot of you guys just saying like, oh, that's so cool. I love that. Like I should try that. That's the best feeling ever, right? So like never feel like you have to like stay inside your box and care what other people think.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. Well, yeah, it's amazing to see just from like only about a month ago, like us hopping on the first call and talking about kind of like the anxiety you had there and like shifting it to where you are now. And like you said, you're pretty much completely clear of all your social anxiety and just altered your mindset on and off the field.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. Is there any like last message you want to say to anyone watching who is maybe in like your kind of similar state you were at a month ago?
Jump in. Just like I mean, I was deciding for like 2 weeks on like whether I should do it or not, and I like went back and forth like 10 times, and it was ultimately like what like like what am I doing? Just do it. Like
Yeah.
stop letting this like indecision like prevent me from like feeling happy. You know,
Mhm.
um, that was yeah, yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Ari, so much for coming on today. It was
Yeah.
great chatting and catching up with you. I'm sure we'll do another one of these in a few months from now when you've hit that big goal, and then we can talk about it and fully explain to everyone what's kind of
Yeah.
going on. But I'm
Yeah.
excited to see it happen.
Yeah.
Awesome, Ari. Well, thanks so much for coming on today, and we'll talk soon. Peace, guys.
Yeah.